Super, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert at Custodian File. Today is September 4. Okay, let's just jump on in. We're looking at the Channel 9 news chopper hovering right over the Jetty Rocks, right over. I guess he was recording some type of rescue in the ocean. But nevertheless, when you fly over Marina del Rey, over the Jetty Rocks, it becomes really easy UFO video. So these are the dragons. They're just tagging him. He got tagged a lot more. I just showed you a couple of tags with the chopper. This one right here, this hawk, this is from Ben, Oklahoma. Thank you, Ben. You're knocking it out of the park. It really is. This white orb. Beautiful blue skies. I love blue skies. Summertime's the best here. And hawk. Everyone's got to have a hawk dragon video, and sure enough, this white orb flies in, and I'm just amazed by that. You know, why are some of them white? What's going on with that? Does it have something to do with their propulsion? I think it does, personally. So I interpolated the video, and at that point, it finally occurred to me after years and years, just for what it's worth. It sounds obvious, but the interpolation, there's no such thing as a white bug. And I was just amazed by that. Like, why didn't I think of this a long time ago? So as you can see, there's just a lot of data to look at a video. That's why we need so many eyes on these videos. You're not gonna see everything. I'm not gonna see anything, but all together, we're gonna see everything. That's how it's gonna work. Beautiful, just a beautiful video, Ben. Thank you so much. You're hitting it out of the park. And remember, anyone can do this. Hold your camera. If you see helicopters, airplanes, hold your camera landscape, zoom in a little bit, and look for a dot. Birds, earth drones, kites, balloons, they get tagged also. They will get reconned by these small UFO dragons. I call them dragons because 7 years ago I thought they were dragonflies. Obviously not a bird. Birds are easy to see, and certainly not bugs. They do trigger the X and K band. They leave a clicking on the video, and they're very predictable. No one can predict a bird or a bug, but you can predict these UFO dragons. All right, let's go to the next. Super, I just want to show you a couple of screenshots here. The Blue Angels from a couple of weeks ago. This is the IP, here's the timeline. Don't have time really anymore to copy, download, edit, slow it down. But I still look for them. When you look for them, just do a screenshot. Let me know where you find them. Pretty predictable, pretty easy. You just simply go through. The Blue Angels are somewhere every weekend, in the Thunderbirds, of course. So around Wednesday, Thursday, go through the YouTube and check it out. When you find them, please let the rest of us know. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, here's a picture that of an orb, bi-hemisphere orb that was submitted. It's on YouTube, and what I did was I did a screenshot of that because I remember seeing very similar orb from Skinwalker Ranch, and I'll pull up that picture. But I really think there's something to this barbell UFO technology. I think we talked about that briefly. I really think it has to do with, I think the center of these things is exactly where the warp field is created. That's what's going on, pretty much. I mean, we can go back into that. There's a lot with these UFOs here, but more or less, I think that's where the warp field is. That's where all the plasma energy is generated, and allows to travel interdimensional, space-time continuum. So that's what you want to look for. I do think these dragons, they have a barbell format to them also. Very similar format. Just want to put that out there. All right, let's go to the next. Super, Blue Angels, here we go. And sure enough, look at this. That one's in front. There are two dragons. One was behind the wing. Let's replay that. There's the IP, there's the timeline. There we go. We got like a rod there. We got a rod going on. I'm not sure. I think that one was behind the wing too. But look at this. Here's one right here. It comes from behind the other one, coming and going, crisscross. is in front. It's not that uncommon. Kind of common, actually. There's the original, again, timeline. You could check it out, watch it frame by frame. Pretty straightforward. Blue Angels and Thunderbirds. Just want to put that out there. All right, let's go to the next. Super, a couple of weeks ago, they had a super blue moon floating around. They were taking pictures all over the world. They had a contest, and ironically, I took a picture of that not knowing what was going on. Here it is. I just got up like early one morning and look out the window and I see this. I go, well, that's really unusual. I turned my camera on, take a snapshot, and then I found out later there was like this world contest. So I just wanted to show you my accidental blue moon also. Kind of cool. All right, let's go to the next.
KA band.
There it is, Dragon 1. Oh, what? LAPD 223. I'm going to coming in about 30 seconds to the left is, I believe, tourism 865. We might get a pre-launch. The video is still live. We might get a pre-launch of somewhere like right here, and it goes at a 45-degree angle. There he is. Let's zoom in. There it is. There's Dragon 1. Did you just see that? Super, August 19. I think some of you saw this already. I did a post. I call this the pre-launch. This is the one where I predicted where it was going to come off the ground. This is the LAPD just floating in the area, looking around. Remember, Marina Del Rey belongs to the sheriff. It is not LAPD airspace, but nevertheless, they're doing everything they can to catch these dragons. So it's very predictable. So I'm just recording them. This guy's getting tagged one after the other, over and over. I slowed this down to 3%. We're looking at 3% video here. And he eventually gets closer to the jetty rocks, And then while this is going on, I'm looking at my planefinder.net. That's live video, planefinder.net. That's live video of all aircraft in the world. And I see another helicopter coming in from the south. So let me show you. Here we go. He's coming in from the south, and at this point, if you just watch the real time, I said, look, I think we're going to get a dragon. We're going to get a pre-launch because this dragon likes to sit on the ground right there on the right corner, and he likes to launch at 45 degrees at 2,000 miles an hour. And basically, right after I said that, there he is. There's two dragons here. Right there on the left, he launches at 45 degrees. You've seen that before. Very predictable on the video. And then I think he goes straight up and he makes a U-turn. He comes back in frame in about 1 second. So this is one dragon. These are not two dragons. But there he is. Just casually said, hey, I even pointed the camera at the ground. This is where he's going to come off. And sure enough, that's how it went down. Sure enough, just to the second, he flew up and came back into the frame, went down. Again, they just sit at they sit right there at the gas company. It's funny. There's a couple of places where they just sit. And believe me, the Coast Guard and the LAPD are always circling that area. But you know, what can I say? We don't have a chance here. We really need to start negotiating. There's the interpolation. Yeah, thank you. Okay, there's the interpolation. Daniel, thank you very much. You helped me quite a bit. The interpolations are really kicking up now. But again, essentially, that's where the dragon on the left, where he came off the ground at 45 degrees, pretty much right there at the gas company, shoots up, probably goes up 1,000 feet, comes back down, and actually, more or less, returns to origin, going back toward the ground where he launched. Just returned to origin. They're sprinters. They really are. They're sprinters. They don't go up and fly for 5 or 10 minutes. They're up and they're down. It's a weird phenomena. I guess they just burn up all their electricity and then they come back down and they recharge. Pretty much. There it is. Okay, that's going to do it for today. If you like what you see, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I could use your support. Tell a friend. It's helping. The word's getting out. People are reaching out to me. Some pretty big podcast people too. Might be going to Florida, a really big podcast. I don't know yet. We'll see. So again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, custodianfile@gmail.com, or leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Take care. Bye-bye.